Hello guys, welcome to FUNAI SUG with Humphrey. I'm your host Rare, and we have a guest in our midst in the person of Mr. Igwe Lawrence Ugochukwu. Welcome to FUNAI SUG with Humphrey.
Thank you.
Can you tell us more about yourself?
Okay, I've said my name earlier. Okay, I'm in Department of Architecture, founder level.
Okay.
I'm also the president FUNAI Campus Green Club. The PA to head of Department of Architecture. Also the coordinator, student of architecture in Ebonyi State.
Wow. So can you tell us about this your architecture? Because I'm hearing architecture. Just this introduction. Can you tell us about it?
Our architecture.
Yes.
Architecture is actually a noble profession or a noble course. Architecture doesn't give time for maybe all these social activities, but if you manage your time well, you can actually combine architecture with social life. But if you can't manage your time well, you end up failing in architecture.
Wow.
Because architecture is a kind of time demanding.
So you contested for Director of Transport in the last election.
Yes.
So can you walk us through it?
Okay. Before I go to this school, I've always have in mind to contest for Director of Transport.
Okay.
I'm getting to this school. I have plans of I'm working on the transport sector of the school. Even my plan started when we had keke in school, because I found out that most keke wasn't registered with the school. Like anybody can just enter and do anything and get scot-free. Then my initial plan was with the keke to give them numbers, whereby when you are harassed, you report to the SUG with the keke number. The person will be sanctioned for that. Well, as time goes on, they ban keke, so I couldn't do anything about that. And recently, students have been facing a whole lot of challenges in
transportation.
Moving around campus, because we that stay far, like Department of Architecture, Faculty of Law, and College of Medicine, everyone faces this challenge most.
It's not only you guys, because most times if you are going to school, if you're looking for shuttle will be at STEM site.
No, front gate.
So it will be at front gate, and you're at spam site looking for shuttle, or you're at that uni audit looking for shuttle. Then when they're at spam site, when they are spam site, you'll be looking for shuttle at front gate. So every student is facing that issue.
No, we face it more because we are far from the school. Yeah, like they call that outside Sambisa. Yeah, so we face it more than others. You know how it feels after lectures to take back maybe front gate or back gate. It's actually not good. And I was actually working on revolutionizing the way we move around the campus, because I championed the campus mobility revolution when I contested for the Director of Transport. So my plans was a kind of bringing transport companies that will partner with school.
Yes.
So, but it didn't work out as planned. But I'm still working on it though. So this thing goes beyond office. What I want to do for the
school community beyond
the office, but office would have given me more
power and opportunity
to do that, because I wrote to the VC since last year December. It's yet to reply. Okay. Assuming I was the Director of Transport, I would have
used your SUG power.
Not really SUG power. If I go through SUG power, if they delay, I can go for protest. It's in the student handbook. You can go for peaceful protest. It's allowed in the school.
Wow.
You know, most times, all these directors or these things, they are afraid of the school management. Student Union government is meant to be for the students and not against the students. I actually made up my mind, even if it tells me having an extra year to achieve what I want as a Director of Transport, I will sacrifice that to achieve what I want.
Wow. So please, can you just tell us attributes of a good leader? Because with the way you're speaking and everything, it shows that you're going to be a good leader, not just by words but by action. So can you tell us some attributes of being a good leader?
Number one, you have to put others first before yourself. You just have to be selfless. Know what you want for your people. Because most times, let me use SUG as an example. Life goes beyond the four walls of the university. If you're opportune to be an SUG director or president today, tomorrow you might aim for a higher position, then that's when your reputation comes in. They'll be like, when this guy was, let me use myself as an instance, when he was the director of transport in school, he didn't do well. I'm already having a bad reputation. But if people can say, yeah, when he was the director of transport, he delivered, he said something and he did it, that's a plus one for me in going for secular politics.
Mm.
You understand? So to be a good leader, you just have to be selfless. That's just all I have to say.
Very good. So when you are saying that the SUG of FUNAI is weak, what do you have to say about this criticism?
Wow. Yes, that's truth. That's the truth. SUG in AE now we don't have SUG. We have only ceremonial SUG. Let it not be like they said others will have SUG, but FUNAI we don't have. That's the truth. Where I'm coming from, I went to Poly before coming to this place.
Which Poly?
I can't even one Federal Poly.
Okay.
So I know how SUG used to be like. And also EPSU, I stayed around my uncles who attended EPSU. I know how it used to be SUG, and the stories I've heard from others. SUG is like a student body, like I don't know to beg most things from the school. Like this light issue I've been facing this time
period,
around.
yes.
Yeah. SUG is keeping quiet about it. I know you have everything it takes to power the school. The solar we have in our school is the second largest in Africa.
Wow.
Second largest in Africa. So it can power. That solar in school now can power the whole of Igbo. No, within not the whole of Igbo per se,
Like
but
within
like
the
Johnson,
environment.
Front and Backgate.
Wow.
On daily basis without
Any faulty or any.
Based on the research I made, I heard that we don't use 30%. We don't consume 30% of the energy in the solar per day.
Wow.
But I don't know why. Due to mismanagement, this is a public property. They mismanaged it, so that's it. SUG, you need to wake up. You just have to be selfless to serve the people, not going there for the name alone. No, serve the students, the student community well. You don't have to be afraid of extra. They will threaten you with extra. That one day normally, but you don't have to let that enter your mind or your head.
Just have to go there and do the work.
Do the work and
excuse me,
and go your way.
Okay.
Don't be afraid of anybody.
So how do you think SUG can regain that trust, that confidence from students?
Well, I say it will be very hard in AE FUNAI. It will be very hard because this have to start with someone who is willing and
ready to take the blame and all those things.
Yes, before others can follow their footsteps. If you check so far in AE FUNAI, can you tell me one project that you say that this was handled by so and so SUG set? Can you just point out one project?
None I know of, sorry.
None.
Yes.
So that's it. No legacy to leave. But you'll be hearing the spend millions of naira in office, but they have nothing to show for.
Though the former director of welfare did something like waste bin management.
For me, if I'm sorry to say this, but for me that waste bin is substandard.
Yeah.
If I were to be him, or if I was to be him, instead of doing multiple inferior waste bin, I'd rather do 2 standard waste bin that each time you come to school you still see that waste bin. But he tried.
Yes.
You understand? He tried. I don't know how much school released for him, but at least he tried in bringing up the idea. So, but he would have done something more stronger than what he did.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay. So, what are the specific challenge or obstacle that you think that is contributing to this weakness of the SUG?
Will I say fear of having an extra year? That's the problem. So that's what I feel most. And sometimes they're not actually exposed. When you are not exposed, you are impressed by little things. If you read books or you ask questions about or how SU used to be like, or how SU should be like, I think they will actually do better. But most times they don't ask questions. They don't just want to go there for the title or the position.
Okay. So let's talk about the SUG elections.
Okay.
Do you think that FUNAI SUG election is free and fair?
When FUNAI SUG election will be free and fair is when the ICT removes their hand totally from SUG affairs.
Hmm. Wow. So you're trying to say that the ICT have a way of maneuvering and manipulation of.
That's just the fact.
Wow. Okay. So can you share us your observation why you think it's not free
It's not
and
fair.
fair?
Um, if you pay, you get yourself into the office.
Hmm.
If you're willing to pay, just know that the office is yours. So, but I don't think that's the best way because those students that pay to enter the office will actually want to recover their money back. This is business.
Hmm.
They are in for business, so they would like to recover their money back while in office. So
Okay. So what are the importance of students participating in the SUG?
there are many benefits. There are many importance to in participating in students' union government.
Uh-huh.
You get exposed to people. You meet men. You meet
Uh-huh.
people from different places and the rest. And if you have interest for maybe secular politics outside this the four walls of the university, it will give you hints on how to go about it. And also the importance of SUGs to speak for the students, but FUNAI is not actually speaking for the students.
FUNAI SUG is naturally speaking
Speaking
first.
for the student the way they are meant to.
So if you are to describe FUNAI SUG in one word, what would it be?
In one word, FUNAI SUG. I don't actually know the word you use to that would
Describe them.
justify,
That would justify the way you feel.
yeah, about we don't have SUG.
You
In
don't have
summary, we don't have
SUG.
SUG.
Okay. So what are your advice for the students, the staffs, and people that are looking up to you?
People that are looking up to me, like I don't think people are looking up to me in school because I'm not that popular in
Why?
school.
Like that's one thing we don't know. There is someone admiring you, your courage from afar. Like if I didn't get to meet you, I won't know that you have these ideas in you. You get there are people admiring you from far. People admire what you're doing. So you don't say people are not looking up to you.
Okay. For those looking up to me, I don't they should do better than myself.
Mm.
That's my word for them. They should always know what they want for themselves and for the general public. And in terms of the staff, they should keep doing their best and also leave students union government for the students.
So one more question. What
Okay.
do you think you would have done better to win the SUJ election?
If I have money, I would have paid the ICT to win the election and make the changes I want to make and go my way. Just like during the last general election in the country, we all know that P2B has a good intention for the country,
Yeah.
but he was not willing to pay. So he can make that changes he want to make. You understand? So if I had the opportunity to pay, I would have paid and made my impact in the student union government because during my this thing, I have 4 point agenda which I wanted to achieve
Mm-hmm.
during that period, which is zero pothole in all the tiled road in AE FUNAI, getting transport companies to partner with FUNAI. Another one is these already existing shuttles
Mm.
to split them. Most times when you're going to school in the morning, you see all of them packed at front gates.
That's what I'm saying.
Whereas students are coming from back gates.
Yes.
Sometimes you have to trick to where you're going to
Point.
because you don't see any of them at back gates. But you see them clustered at front gates.
Mm.
I was working on maybe I think I was the director of transport to maybe these people start back gates, these people start farm sites, these people start front gates.
Mm.
Another thing, when we get more shuttle, I would like to maybe zone them because during the last exam in school, I saw one girl crying.
Mm.
She said she missed her exam because of shuttle. Shuttle
Wow.
picked her from there. She was going to um either education.
Mm.
Send her the shuttle at Baggate. The shuttle had to carry her to College of Medicine first.
Mm.
Got her back to law faculty, take her again to palm site, from palm site to clinic before getting to
Education.
education. That's how she have to miss her exam because of that shuttle problem.
Whoa.
But assuming they were zoned, you know that if you enter this shuttle now, you are
You're
going
going to
towards palm
education.
site, or you are going to them side, or you are going to maybe College of Nursing side. That's what I wanted to do. And also um road signages in school. Like when you are when you are going inside school and getting to theater arts, you see a signage showing you here is theater arts. I'm getting to this office, you see another signage showing that here is this office. Another one, I wanted to work on the school map to get a FUNAI school map. In other institutions,
They have school map that
yeah,
you
once you are
don't need to
getting
get
to the gate,
lost.
you see
Yes.
the map. If you are good with map reading, you don't
Yes.
need to ask anyone your
For
way
the
around.
direction, yes.
Yes.
I've actually been in
So
a situation like that. I went to my cousin's school.
mm,
She just shared the map for me on WhatsApp. She said I should follow it. I knocked on her door.
that's what I wanted to do if I was opportune to be the writer of transport, and also the cost of transportation. During
Please bring it on. The cost of transportation, students are literally complaining. The distance is not much. They are collecting 200.
yeah, during the last time, the last increment, when fare was 1,350, they have to increase fare from AI to equal from 800 to 1,000. They say when the price of fuel come down, their price will come down. Currently, fuel is sold at 1,020 naira or 1,015 naira, within that range in AI. Because I believe those drivers do buy their fuel in AI. So why is it that the price of the transport is not yet down? The rate of transport is not actually working. And again, I have this there's this transport company called Smart um, Smart Road Transport System, which you can actually pay for fares ahead of time.
Wow.
What all you need to do is just to slot your card with them. You don't need to carry cash always. Maybe you can maybe subscribe for maybe how many rides you want to
Ahead.
go. Yeah,
Yeah. Wow.
you can pay for it. So, but the VC is here to approve my
Those.
request. So,
You have a very wonderful, brilliant idea that could help the students of AU FUNAI. So we pray and hope that the VC will approve that. Thank you very much for having us here, Mr. Lawrence, and hope
okay.
to see you more.
Thank
Continue
you.
with your good work, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank
All
you.
right, guys. See you in our next video.
Thank you.
Bye.